Hello, chat. We are back for yet another consecutive weekend.
Hello.
For episode 42. And
Hello.
hopefully my internet cooperates today. It'll definitely cooperate, right, Xfinity?
Xfinity, we know where you live.
We shall see.
I mean, I know where they live.
Pretty stupid of them to list their address on their website.
Right.
Fools.
They kind of just doxed themselves.
They really did.
In this economy, in this day and age.
But yes, Chad, I hope you all are doing well. It's almost fall. We're getting there, slowly but surely.
Don't remind me.
Almost spring for us.
Yeah, you guys are going down the bad path towards the hot
Yeah.
weather.
Next weekend, it's going to be 25 degrees Celsius, which is
Ugh.
horrible for not barely spring, basically. We're still in winter, and it was 22 yesterday.
Mm.
It
Don't
just
feel
now
bad.
went down to like 30-ish degrees.
I love that for you guys. Honestly, I don't resent you for having fall or autumn or whatever. I just wish that was us as well.
I just wish it was me.
Just going there, God, I wish that was me.
Imagine if the world experienced the seasons at the same time.
I have been suffering. I mean, I'm sure TK knows about the 110s to 112s, 40 to 45
Right.
degrees.
Oh, lightweight.
Awful.
The desert. It burns us.
Look, if someone spontaneously combusts, you don't bat an eye at it anymore.
Quick, fry something on the concrete.
Yeah, people literally cook, like, cook on the sidewalk.
I believe it. I do.
I mean, you get a chance to do that, you're not going to pass it up, all right?
Yeah. The sidewalk gives it texture.
Cook some cookies in the car. Gives it a little crunch. Little asphalt crunch.
Hey, you want crunchy eggs? No eggshell?
No eggshell?
100% shellless.
It's called roughage.
Gives you your minerals.
And makes your
Well,
dentist happy.
At least one mineral.
You can
Wait, what
cook
is
your
going
bacon
on?
there too. You can season it with the concrete.
Concrete.
I taste everyone who's walked past here.
Hmm.
And the dog.
Philip was here earlier. Oh, and their dog left us a surprise.
Mmm, bacon. It tastes like the past.
Fuck yeah, concrete.
Time travel bacon.
This is just what Talos does when he licks the ground.
What do you licks the ground when?
Yeah.
When you use your echoes of history.
I don't lick
Yeah.
the ground.
I mean, you
Echoes of history just takes a
you get-
handful of dirt and just shoves it in his mouth.
you get punched, you kind of hit the ground, tongue rolls out, and you can't help it.
I'm like Ned Flanders in that Treehouse of Horror.
If everyone is good and ready, we'll hop on into the recap. It's surprisingly a longer one, despite last session being a bit shorter.
Interesting.
I got
Oh,
most
I
of
mean,
the way
I guess-
through writing it, and I remembered something very important that happened. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know how I forgot this.
Oh, I guess we did a bunch of shit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah.
the,
Well,
the various ways that we annoyed Llewellyn.
oh, all right. Where is Winston? He's here somewhere. There he is. All right. You all see by the fire with his tome is Winston Oaklaw.
Welcome back. Let's delve on in, shall we? Last time, the party was guided by the feathers around the fortress towards the dungeon where the prisoners were being kept, after their battle with them and their surrender. Along the way, the group noticed eyes on the ceiling watching them, to which they realized it was Llewellyn watching the group. After some attempts at agitating these eyes, they continued on to the remaining 17 prisoners who the party released. The prisoners seemed to be pale and in a zombie-like state, with purple veins that ran along their bodies. appeared to be without their souls and wouldn't last for long. The feathers told the party that Llewellyn took people from all over, gathering them up because some of them were bound to be prismatic souls. The party tried to figure out what to do with the soulless individuals, and they came to the conclusion that they could be taken to a nearby temple called the Shrine of Winter, where they could be taken care of in the meantime while the group figured out how to help them. The party learned more and more about the feathers, learning that they were created by Llewellyn and were essentially shadowy husks, given stolen souls. The feathers with their party seemed genuinely remorseful and agreed to help the soulless husks regain their souls and return to their former lives. The group was led to the vault of the fortress, where through the means of Palm's marvelous pigments, they were able to avoid venturing through an enchanted door that turned those that tried to pass through to ash. Inside the vault, the party retrieved the scepter for Yorick, a robe of eyes, a magical bracelet with two claws clasping together that Robin decided to take, a hefty sum of gold and electrum, and several souls, seemingly belonging to the soulless husks they freed from the dungeon. Along with all the party had taken was a deck of many things, which Talos advised against taking, and the group ultimately left behind. The party inquired into where Llewellyn's chambers or office would be, and as one of the feathers began to speak up about it, a strange inky black tendril emerged from his mouth and wrapped around his neck, choking him. Llewellyn spoke, threatening the feather, and during the panic, Candles was able to perform a tracheotomy, and the group was able to cut through the tendril, getting it to fade and free the feather. The party decided to leave the fortress, but on the way out, Robin grabbed a book on soul channeling processes. Before the group could leave, they needed to free the people of their cuffs, to which the party were taken by the feathers beneath the library to visit someone capable. The group met a strange creature named Gower, seemingly an eye stalk that attached himself to the room he was in, or an object he was attached to. Gower was able to break the shackles, and the party took him along with them, as he had no desire to stay there in the fortress. The feathers disabled the golems outside, and the group was able to pass them without problems. And on the way back down, Barney grabbed the body of the Butterfly Knight, carrying it down the mountain with the group to perform a proper burial once they made it back to Erlich. And that's where we pick up. I can't wait to see what they get up to this time.
That is where we pick up indeed. So, we resume with you all heading down the mountain, having just left the fortress, and having Barney just taken the corpse of the Butterfly Knight. The journey back down is a lot less treacherous, as you've dealt with the traps on your way up and cleared enough of a path for yourselves that it'd be pretty easy to get back down without any trouble. Is anyone up to anything as you guys are heading back down the mountain?
Maybe Palm is asking Crow all about the new shinies he's added to his collection.
Yeah, Crow shows you each individual coin he's added to his stash, his little necklace and his letter opener. He's very excited.
That's so cute. Oh.
Many shinies, yes.
Very impressive, Crow.
Looks very proud.
You deserve all of it. You are a very good boy.
I think Gunther might, if they have time, they might talk to Robin, just to kind of gauge how they're feeling.
Sure.
I guess I'm assuming that what they're kind of going through right now is that I don't think that's similar to what Ailment's kind of going for you, right? This is not like, by the way, this is, I'm trying to say this in a way that nobody else is like hearing, but just between two of them.
Okay, what are you going to ask them?
I guess I was going to ask them that basically what's going on with these husks and everything. That's not similar to what's going on with you, is it?
Oh, no, it's not.
Okay. Do you think the feathers might have an idea on how to help you out too, or do you think you might have a better idea?
No, I think the fellows were just, well, Llewellyn was just making empty promises to get me.
Understandable. Well, like I said, I'm definitely still going to work on trying to help you out here. Just please be patient.
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing I can do.
I think Gunther will end it there and keep on walking.
So, as you all continue down, it's a pretty peaceful walk for the most part. Very, almost somber with how quiet it is. Aside from the crunch of the snow beneath your footsteps and the howling of the wind, the wintry wind on the mountainside, it's very peaceful in a way. Trailing behind you, still in tow, are the 17 prisoners you freed. And, despite it being a little more slick due to the snow and ice, they don't seem to have any trouble navigating it.
Are they all from Erlik?
So you would know that it's very likely they aren't. Since the feathers had mentioned that Llewellyn took people from all over the place, even from overseas.
That's right.
But as you all are walking, Vincent will kind of look back to you. Should we, take a rest before we set off for the Shrine of Winter?
This thing might not be a bad idea.
How long do we have to get there? How long do you think it'll take?
Shouldn't take longer than a day. About 8 hours, maybe. Not very long.
Yeah, I would agree with Barney then. I think taking a break would be sufficient.
So not to, be unwelcoming, but how are we gonna fit how are we gonna fit all these folks in the house? We could move the couches.
Just put all the beds together and make the mega bed.
Wait,
This is the bedroom. It's one big bed.
Bed, but big.
I might be misremembering this, but don't we have like a hut or something, or like something that we can like room in or something? Like if we were outside at night.
A tiny hut? I don't know who's got that spell, but it would be that one, I think.
Okay. Okay, never mind. I thought we had like an artifact or something that I don't know why I thought that.
I mean,
forget.
we
Oh my
need-
god.
If anyone
just-
doesn't mind sleeping in the bathtub, I guess we could use the portal potty.
Use the portal potty and just shove the 17 people in there.
I mean, they wouldn't come to harm.
I mean, it's probably big enough, right? Because I mean, it's pretty elaborate.
I mean, each instance of opening the door creates a new pocket dimension that's private and yours alone. So it would just have 17 pocket dimensions inside it. I
That is
mean,
That is
Or
enough.
can
They-
they,
they
or
have-
can try to
you don't
make it
have
a
to worry
bath
about
house.
oh,
You don't
wait,
have to worry
what?
about the toilet smell.
Yeah, I mean, they've got access to water. They've got access to a loo. We could give them each maybe a blanket if we have that many blankets.
I mean, there's definitely towels in there that could be used as some blankets.
Bath sheets, I hope.
You just take down the shower curtains.
And I imagine each of these instances has a nice like shower mat that you can lay on.
Oh man. I mean, we'd have to probably. I don't know if they wander around mindlessly or if they just kind of stay put.
From what you have seen of them so far, they seem to they seem to just kind of stay put for the most part. Like they'll wander if they're kind of nudged in a direction, so to speak, but they're not necessarily just aimlessly wandering. They're just kind of still.
I guess we could. I was gonna say put a chair in front of the door, but then I realized the door opens inward, I think, so not much. Sure, we can. I mean, yeah, the temperature is good in there. It's got all the conditions necessary for life, I guess, except food. If they eat, we can give them each something to eat and just put them in there.
Or I don't know if someone perhaps in Erla could be willing to, I don't know, offer aid.
In terms of food?
No, in terms of, maybe housing them temporarily.
I mean, the portal potty's right here.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
It's a safe, clean, comfortable place for them. It's just it doesn't have a four-poster bed. That's basically all it's missing. That and food.
Right.
And Rue will speak up. If it's food they need, I could help with that pretty easily. I'm a baker.
Yeah, so am I.
That's awesome.
Oh, you do have an apron. I don't know. I didn't put that together until now.
We're laying the seeds for the cooking competition arc.
Exactly. I was just thinking great Varaxian bake-off or whatever.
The Great Aurelian Bake Off.
Aurelian
That has
bake-off,
been
that's
thrown
better.
down.
Yeah.
I don't know if could we roll medicine or something like that to see if we need to feed them or care for them physically somehow.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
I put my dice out in the Sturgeon Moon and it did nothing. My rolls have been average to poor.
No.
So, case in point, that's a 6 total for my medicine. Maybe candles. Do you have any?
I got
idea?
that 17.
Oh,
I can try to look them over.
so
That is 22.
So yeah,
Ooh.
so starting off, Palm, you look at them. They look pretty hungry, given how veiny and pale they look. And Robin, you and Candles kind of come to the same conclusion as each other, kind of looking them over. They, without a soul, the food's really not going to do a lot for them. Because essentially, the lack of a soul is causing their body to eat itself. Hence why they're so malnourished looking.
So what you're saying is we need to feed them soul food.
Ah.
That could work. Yeah, get them some chicken and waffles.
Oh, yum.
Barney is on that.
A good curry, maybe.
Barney activated. Talus is gonna like pat over to Palm. He's like, Palm, can I borrow the orb?
Sure, don't drop it. There's lots of people in there.
Yeah, we've been over this.
We have?
Yes.
Well, anyway, don't drop it.
He's gonna try to contact. Where is that? I literally just had it. Where's Munson?
Ah, okay. Yeah, you are able to reach out and contact Munson. Let me find his art.
What's Munson's ringtone?
It's probably... What would his ringtone be? It'd be something
Bullet
really
sounds.
nerdy.
Nokia 3310.
The Star Trek intro.
Yeah, there you go.
Which Star Trek though?
Don't put my wife on the spot online in front of people, please.
Trick question. There only is the Next Generation.
Okay.
Oh, that was Star Trek.
You could do Star Wars as well.
Yeah.
The only 3 that actually exist are the first 3. So,
Do the Imperial March.
They're
Oh
all
my God.
these.
Yeah, you ring up Munson easily enough. Hello?
Hi, Munson. Tell us. We actually didn't really talk much when we visited.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I had an idea for something, and I wanted to swing it by you, since you seem to be a subject matter expert on it.
Sure.
And he's gonna detail the thing in the chat that we had talked about.
Let me remember what that is. Ah, right. That'd definitely be something we could do. Do you want, do you have any specifications? Or are you looking to, get help making it?
I suppose, like, some guidance, as you've made something similar. Like, are there any particular, like, tools, materials, or, like, am I going to need to hire a wizard to assist in this?
Well, you need an artificer skilled enough to assist in that, and I could help.
I'm not an artificer, but I can make some magical stuff.
Well, I'm an artificer. I could help you if you came by. Get you
Sure,
the tools
yeah.
you need, and give you a little bit of guidance.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I can set things up, and, when you guys come back, I could help you out with that.
Yeah, we actually just came into some money, so maybe, I can assist with your services. But I would insist on working with you. I don't want to, put all the work on someone.
Yeah, of course not. But yeah, we can definitely do that when you guys come back. I hope you're all doing well.
Oh yeah, we met up with an old friend. Just freed a bunch of prisoners. We're all underground.
Sounds eventful.
Did you know it snows underground?
No, I didn't.
It's weird, isn't it?
Is it? How does that work? I don't.
I don't know.
Well, be safe.
Thanks. Ends the call. Just pads over to Palm, hands it back. Thank you.
No problem.
And as you hand it back, Gower kind of looks at the orb. Ooh, what's that? It looks pretty.
Sorry, I just got a kind of a heavy message from my family member. Can you give me 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh shit.
Sorry about that. I'll answer and say it's a orb of astral speaking.
What does it taste like?
I wouldn't know. It's not really for tasting.
Well, you know, it looks purple. Has to be like grape flavor.
Oh no, I've tasted it before. It's
Can I-
just glass.
Can I
That
touch?
doesn't surprise me.
Can I touch the orb to him?
Yeah, you can. And Gower will move from. I think he was last on a twig. He'll move from the twig over to the orb. Yeah, you're right. It just kind of tastes like glass and finger sweat.
Alright.
How disappointing.
So when Gower's like this, can he send text messages?
That's a good question.
Is he our Alexa?
He could be. So Gower attaches to the orb, and you can see that he seems like he's processing something. You can see that his eye goes really wide for a moment. There are a lot of people in here.
Right?
Like, a lot of people.
No, he has their contact information.
I don't know if you can really do too much with it
Mom
though.
just lost herself.
Isn't that like illegal? This sharing contact information with a third party without consent?
But does Aurelia have a law
Yes,
for it?
but I
No.
think we're new to all of this, so I don't think there's a law yet.
No, there's
That's
not a chain of orbs yet. There's not an orb system, orb network. Oh, I could do this too. And you see the eye stalk kind of go into the orb, and now there's just an eye floating around in there.
This is the coolest snow globe ever.
Kind of cozy in here, actually.
Who has the orb right now?
I think.
Yeah.
Ponto is seeing the eye now in the orb. Would like to pick up the orb, or at least remove it from your fingers.
No, don't do that.
Careful, there actually is someone in there now.
I mean, one more person, but sure.
Wait, so is Ponto taking the orb from Bomb?
She is not letting him have it.
You just raise it over his head.
He's gonna do the little leg pop.
She is gonna, you know, when there's a big dog jumping, what you're supposed to do is raise your knee so that the dog's chest hits your knee and they don't get to grab onto you with their legs. I'm doing that with Ponto.
You know, the orbs lifted.
Come on, I just want to look at it.
Ponto, I'm gonna tell you something that maybe no one has told you before, but I'm telling you this once. You look with your eyes, not with your hands, and she will lower it a little bit.
What is... Huh? I am looking with my eyes.
I'm looking with my eye too.
Stare at you.
Candles.
Yes.
Were you going to tell us something about Ponto?
Yes, indeed. I suppose that we could speak now, though we are nearly down the mountain.
Yeah. Why did you smell like the chicken? The big black shadowy chicken.
Who's Ponto asking to?
Candles.
Okay.
Asking candles, yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean the phoenix?
Yeah. It kind of smelled like that food you were hiding from me.
That would make sense, I suppose.
And I didn't even get to eat it.
All right. Perhaps this would be the best time to discuss it. And is going to take out the bag of holding and pull out the vial with the black tar guy.
Yeah, you do so.
Okay. Let me just go back to the notes. This spoke to me shortly after removing it from Yorick. It states that it is a fragment of both the former gods of order and chaos. It appears similar to the fragment of Gond that Talos carries. She will kind of recap all of that and get to the relevant parts. It has also claimed that Ponto is also a fragment. It seeks to join with him, and it will become more powerful. I'm sorry. I had hoped to try to keep them apart, and I thought it would be best, but it seems to have drawn Ponto's attention anyway.
Well,
So
what?
not food.
No.
No. So what would happen if they were to unite in some form?
I can't remember if they specifically said what would happen.
So, from what you were told, while the fragment of chaos in its current state isn't malignant and doesn't hold any malice due to what happened to it in its past life, it said that it can't assure that that'll be the case when it's joined with more of it.
Okay. Okay. I would probably try to express that as well. And also just note that it would be bonding with Ponto and probably have his powers.
in essence, is if we have enough faith that Ponto can handle this melding of powers.
Handle it. Of course I can.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't work out, like, you might not be you anymore.
I don't think that you would be entirely yourself in any case.
Okay, so if the shard of Gorn select someone worthy to be the next Forge God, this means Ponto makes a choice about who's the Chaos God.
Well, this isn't a. Like, is this a specific god? I thought it was some kind of like, more primal force.
And at this kind of listening in on the conversation, Vincent will turn around as well.
From what I understand, Chaos was a god at a point, but not while Chaos was Chaos. It's two sides of the same coin, but very different on each side. He was a god when he was a god of order, but he was a archbane when he was chaos.
This might be a little bit harsh, but I don't know if part of me wants to say that it's best to let Ponto decide, since this is technically something that's trying to join to him, but also don't know what that will lead to either.
If it helps with your decision, or Donis, when he was chaos, was a being of boundless wild magic. It had such an overflow of wild magic. It imprisoned some of it within certain beings and locked them behind powerful keys. Adonis had to be imprisoned in a magical asylum, and kept there because he would destroy the material plane. If you think that's something you can handle.
Oh yeah, we'll totally clear the Ponto boss fight.
I just knew that it was going to come.
Everyone roll initiative.
I guess this is going to be aimed at Ponto then, but Gunther's going to look at Ponto, and does Ponto look interested in this being now that he kind of, I guess, knows what it is?
Knows that it's his brother.
So his body language is very. He doesn't look like he cares, but if you pay attention to his eyes, he does not stop looking at it.
This is just me personally, but I think this would be best to consider once we join back up with Varaxes and York. That way we can have kind of a much better idea of how to go forward with things. I think Vincent gave us a good base to kind of start off with, and Varaxes can probably help us out a little bit more if there's something else that we're missing. But right now, I don't feel too comfortable giving that sort of power to Ponto just yet.
That is true. He's old and wise.
I will say this. Chaos or order in too large a quantity is neither good in either case. Too much order restrains the possibility for change. Too much chaos lacks complete decorum and will cause the downfall of everything around it.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I think one thing at a time. I think it's best we go hand off the scepter to Yorick and rejoin with the Varaxes, like, as our main priority.
And I'd say by this point, as you all are kind of discussing and going down the mountain, you arrive back at the foot of the mountain, and you can see Yorick is closing in. For now, we should probably rest up and get these prisoners, well, ex-prisoners, to the shrine.
Right.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Heading into the city, Vincent will lead you back over to his house. And make me some perception checks as he does so.
All of us.
Yep.
22.
7.
Nice.
18.
7.
14. 14.
The 22, Palm, you notice that there appears to be someone kind of watching from around the corner. And they don't seem like they're watching the group as a whole, but their eyes are honed in on one person in particular. They are looking very intently at Talos. From what you can
That's fair.
tell, looking over at them, they appear to be... From what you can tell, they look to be a hobgoblin.
Oh. She'll shuffle over to Talos and sort of elbow him in the ribs a little and say,
Ow.
she's not that powerful. And you're wearing armor. Okay, maybe it'll be more like knocking on the side of your armor with her elbow.
It's all the soreness from battle.
There appears to be someone who's got their eye on you over there. Do you see by the corner?
You say eye on him and he immediately goes red.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wait, what?
He's like, shit, Palm knows.
You glance over that way.
So yeah, you glance over that way, and you see this hobgoblin too, and seeing you look over, they kind of shrink back a little and duck behind that corner, and then just slowly peek out again.
Is
Is that a fan of yours?
I don't know. Excuse me.
Oh my god.
going for the throat.
Is he wearing the Talos wig beard combo?
And a big foam hand.
Yeah.
And a toga.
Well,
Archie
I guess, is Talos walking towards this random stranger?
No, he just loudly yells and waves a hand.
Yeah, so you do so, and seeing that they've been called out now, they'll slowly step out from behind and begin to kind of make their way over. They look to be middle-aged hobgoblin, kind of these, I would say, a bit on the bushier side, these kind of bushy sideburns and a little curly mustache. They appear to be dressed in just a normal, like, tan tunic. And they'll make their way on over slowly. Also, why is Owlbear not loading? There we go. It took a minute. But yeah, they make their way over. And they'll look up at you, Talos. Terribly sorry. Hi.
Oh,
Are you the blacksmith?
I'm a blacksmith, yes.
So I'm in a bit of a predicament, and I could use your help if you'd be willing.
He pardon me. He kind of sidebars with Palm. It's finally happening.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I've been wanting to
when's
get
the
a
big...
steady. What?
Oh, nothing.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I was gonna ask when the big day was, but it's
day?
apparently not what I was thinking.
Oh, like I wanted to get work as a blacksmith. That's why I came over to this country.
Oh, right. Of course, yeah. That the big day of blacksmithing.
Oh, like I don't. Is now a good time? I mean, we're kind of busy.
Maybe
So,
ask him about his timeline for the project.
okay. Shoot, I don't even have prices.
Also, scope and budget.
Yeah. All right. Okay. What's the project? Timeline, scope, and budget. I'm kind of in the middle of like a thing, but like what?
Timeline, within a couple of days, perhaps. It's life-threatening, actually. Let's just say I need a masterwork, forgery made. I have someone who is expecting something, and they'll kill me if I don't have it.
So you want a
Well,
weapon
would you
to
be
get
a-
the drop? So you want a
Would-
weapon to get the drop on them?
Well, no, I just... They're coming to collect an artifact. And, the artifact I had to sell.
Oh dear.
Oh,
How do you copy something you don't have in front of you to copy?
I have drawings of it. I can even do this, and he'll cast minor illusion and make essentially a illusory replica of it.
Well, that's useful.
I can certainly make a replica, but an artifact is a big deal.
Yeah, I'm, just hoping that I could pass this off and not get killed by a very powerful man.
So you're wanting me to make a fake.
Yes, please.
What if? I mean, not that I think Talos wouldn't be able to do it. Like, I have full confidence in that, but wouldn't they be able to tell that it's a replica?
Well, I have a few things that might be able to tip him off a bit. I could magically make it seem similar enough. I imagine he's going to check to see that it's magical. Well, if I could try and deceive him on it, maybe it'll work out.
So it's a magical artifact as well.
He nods.
Do you know to whom you sold it?
Yeah, it might be easier just to get it back.
Yeah, I mean, deception really doesn't really go well most of the time.
Well, I sold it to a traveling peddler. He was here just a few days ago. I don't know where he is now. I don't know that I'd be able to find him in time.
You don't mind me prying, but why did you sell it? Why would you sell it in the first place?
Well, I'm not very well off. I really needed some gold, and I needed it quickly. And that was a very quick means of getting some. You see, this artifact I wasn't aware was an artifact for quite a while. It was actually passed down to me. But having heard of what it does and that someone wanted it, I kind of jumped at the opportunity, and the peddler came into town, and I sold it to him first, and I regret it, but I don't think I would have been able to live otherwise.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
He did an illusion of it, right?
Yeah.
Can I see if I recognize it?
Sure, make me a history check.
22.
So kind of gauging this guy's whole deal, he seems just very panicked. Like, you can fully see that he full well believes his life is on the line here. And he does seem genuine about everything he's told you.
All right.
21.
So kind of looking it over, so this appears to be some kind of pike. Looking at it, it is collapsible from what you can tell. It seems to have these indentations, these segments where it can break down into a smaller kind of short spear.
The weapon. I was thinking fish. I was like, okay, it can collapse into a spear?
No,
Just a
no,
little statue of a fish.
It's a spearfish.
Oh my god. Get out.
Okay.
Actually, no, come back in. I love that.
And this is actually a Dragon Slayer's pike, is what this is. While it is an artifact, it's not that magical. It's most noticeable against dragons, of course.
Yeah, I do recognize that my master had a few sketches of these.
Do you think you'd be able to do it?
If there's enough time, I certainly could give it a shot.
Thank you. I don't want to get killed.
No.
Other people collecting it in some kind of nefarious organization?
Well, the fellow that wants it, he has been known to hunt beasts and other various creatures, and he said that if I wasted his time with him making the journey from the surface all the way down here, he'd have my hide. So,
What's his name?
Actually, that's a good question. Let me look back at my notes.
Just make sure it's not somebody. I mean, just see if it's somebody we know.
Not that asshole who was hunting the chimera.
I thought we killed him.
No, we sadly we let him go.
Oh
Yeah,
right,
we kind of paid him off, I think.
Yeah.
Oh right.
You see, it's funny that you mentioned that. It's very funny that you mentioned that. Because that's whose name I was looking back for.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So somebody didn't learn their lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, that tool.
Oh yeah, we've heard of him.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Andreas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've tried to tell him to not poach any rare creatures. Seems like he hasn't learned his lesson.
Do you think maybe if he shows up while you all are here, you could help me deal with him?
I'd be delighted personally.
Handles is ready to throw hands.
Tell you what. Why, if someone does come after you, you can come knock on my door. And Vincent will point to his door. And, if they're still here when that happens, we can jump into action. If not, me, Rue, and Bruce can help. Thank you.
Now, would you be opposed to me eating him?
Not particularly, as long as he doesn't kill me.
And be careful what you eat. Not everything's gonna be agreeable.
Gunther saying this
Are
like
you-
Otto hasn't eaten a vampire.
Are you hungry right now? Do you need some food? I'm sure there's room for one more at the table.
I wouldn't want to intrude.
Nonsense, come on. That's fine.
Yeah, you're welcome to join us. All right, sure. My name's Hickory, by the way.
Oh, well met, Hickory. I'm Barney, please. You can call me Barney.
I'm Panto.
Gunther.
It's really nice to meet all of you. Thank you again for agreeing to help me. His brothers are Dickory and Doc.
Now we just need a mouse.
Yes, and a clock.
have one.
Yeah,
We-
where's the Dacian when you need one?
We have a mouse. He's on your shoulder.
True. Well, no, he's not a mouse. He's a rat.
Close enough.
Yeah,
God, imagine being the
Better.
Imagine being the sibling that got named Dickory out of the three of those.
No,
Can't
his
even
name's
shorten it
Richard.
either.
Yeah, right.
So the mom named him after yelling at the dad, "You did this to me."
He's over here writing the name down. Ed Dickory.
Yes, Vincent will invite you all in. And Rue will come over to you, Barney. Do you want help with dinner? We could make something together, I think.
Sure, we can do something together, yeah. Looking forward to that.
If you want, I could make the dessert. That's usually my expertise.
Alright, brilliant.
Yeah, he will join you for getting dinner ready. I imagine also, Palm, you're getting the prisoners into the portal potty.
Yes. Trying not to feel like she's herding cattle into a stall and reminding herself how nice it is in there.
Yeah, you get them each into their own little instance of the portal potty, and they don't seem to protest.
Good. I guess she... I can't remember what it was like in this house. Did we each have a room, or was there like a common sleeping area?
Yeah, we shared rooms. Like I think Barney and Talos shared a room. You and Candles shared a room.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where Ponto came and tried to sneak into the bag.
Yeah.
Cause the end of the world.
Yeah.
All right, then she will set up the door in the room that she and Candles shared last time.
Okay.
Yeah, as you're setting the door up, you see Bruce is in the room as well, kind of taking his stuff off and putting it up. Oh, wait, did you need something?
Oh, sorry. Is this your room?
Oh, yeah, it's my room, but, if you folks are staying, I don't mind, letting you stay here.
My sincere apologies. I should have checked before doing that.
No, it's alright. We can sleep downstairs. It's no problem.
I mean, it's your room.
No, it's your guests. It's quite fine.
I mean, yeah, but it's your room.
I feel bad if the people that freed me, are sleeping in a worse place than I was.
Okay, but if you want a luxury bathroom experience, please come and use this door.
Alright. You will.
It's a flush toilet.
Ooh.
I know.
He kind of peers into the portal potty. That's interesting. Do you mind if I have a quick bath in here?
Please be my guest. That is literally what it's there for.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, he'll shut the door.
She calls in after him. You can just leave the towels on the floor. I think they just go somewhere afterwards. Somewhere there's like a really angry laundromat filled with goblins teasing with fury at receiving extra washing out of the blue.
The laundry
every
gnomes.
day.
The laundry gnomes are seething today. Yeah, you get the prisoners all situated, and Bruce.
How are the? Wait, what?
For those in chat who don't know about this, Pomegranate has a ring that summons a portal potty. And it's the best item, I think, in the game, in my biased opinion.
It's really OP.
It's wonderful.
The perfect bathroom on the go.
It's like actually like legit my dream. Imagine going to stay in any kind of like shithole place ever, but you always have a luxury bathroom at your disposal, and like it's en suite everywhere. Fabulous.
It would.
I might even go camping.
Luxury.
Gas station bathrooms, no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, no one can hear any sound from inside it unless you allow that to be heard from outside. So,
Yeah, it's honestly an autistic person's dream to always have a clean bathroom exactly the way you like it and wherever and whenever you want it. So good.
yeah, is anyone up to anything in particular as dinner is being ready and the prisoners are being situated?
I'm so glad you asked.
You gone?
We haven't eaten, right?
Correct.
No, but Barney and Rue are preparing food.
Excellent.
Is Ponto saving his appetite for Andreas?
No. Ponto skipping a meal. Crazy. He is going to. Does our new little friend have a bag?
What, Hickory?
Yes.
He does not seem to have a bag or anything with him.
Guess I'm gonna have to get in those pockets. Ponto will turn invisible.
Okay, you do so.
And we'll begin stealthing towards Hickory.
Yeah, Hickory, along with the 3 feathers that are with you, are all seated at the table at the moment. But yeah, you sneak over to him easily enough. I'm not gonna ask you to make a stealth check. He is.
I'm glad because I rolled a total of 4.
He's focused on not dying in a couple of days. His mind's kind of wandering. Yeah, you sneak over to him.
And I'm gonna slide a hand to see if I can check what's in his pockets.
All right, go for it.
That's a 2. Ponto's not tall enough.
The only thing that can defeat a halfling.
So you go to reach into his pockets, and you're having to pat around and try and find it, and Hickory kind of yelps. What's that? Something just touched me.
We all hear this?
Yeah, you do.
Ponto, knock it off.
Ponto.
Ponto, what's in your mouth? What do you have?
Just quick glancing back to the bag of holding.
Just
Does anyone
Ponto
see?
will come out of invisibility. Where are the pockets?
Why do you want
Hey.
my pockets?
Ponto, we talked about stealing.
Hey,
I wasn't
Ponto?
going to steal. I was just gonna look.
Ponto, come here.
Okay.
And as he gets there, Gunther is going to put him on his shoulders. Now put your hands on my horns. Please.
It's not the first time someone's asked me that, but definitely a different standard.
Now don't take those down until it's dinner time.
You've been dadded. And Hickory will turn his pockets out, and there's a small rock that falls out of one of them, but nothing else. They're empty.
Is it a cool rock?
It just looks like a piece of gravel.
I mean,
Leftovers
cool rocks.
of his breakfast.
And it's kind of a B
He
tier
had some.
rock.
He had dwarf bread. I was gonna say all rocks are cool, but sure.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't
Meteor's
look
still cool.
it doesn't look like the most exciting rock, but it's a rock.
Okay, yes, exciting is different from cool.
Yeah. Question: what's Barney making for dinner?
So, maybe it's just because I kind of have a craving. I've been having a craving for it like for a while, but it's basically this world's equivalent of a Prego roll,
I'm making notes.
which is it's got like so so it's I'm just kind of decide what meat filling he's using.
Oh yeah, that's
Meat
You'd
a
probably be
very,
like-
very good point. You do still have it.
Talos, thoughts?
Well, I guess that solves the problem of which meat filling you're using.
We just have him propped up in one of the chairs at the table too.
Where we
Isn't
can
that just
Journey's
bones
meal.
right now, though?
He was frozen.
Yeah. He was
You
frozen.
can take small
have
fillets of it.
You
like
have a
it,
dead body that's been leaving a trail of dead butterflies behind.
Right, I guess
Hey,
we should have probably
Garnish.
taken care of that.
Dead minty butterflies.
Here, you take care of the meal. I'll go bury the body.
Yeah, all right.
Gosh, this is our dynamic now.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be so much worse.
Like I accept my role as the Linda in this relationship.
Yeah, so
Let's think-
sorry, you go ahead.
Oh no, you go first. No, it's not important.
Yeah, so the meat would be like seared pieces of steak, like
Ooh.
beef steak.
Yeah, you make a nice dinner, and alongside your dinner, Rue is making some chocolate chip cookies, some freshly baked chocolate chip cookies.
I think Tom will encourage Gawa to get into the kitchen and enjoy all the smells and tastes.
Yeah, Gower at one point he connects to the table. Lots of different flavors here.
Good ones?
Some good, some bad. Some of them, it's mostly crumbs. But not bad.
You should
though.
try. You should try the pan or the pot.
Ooh. I heard that's something people like to do. They like to lick the pan.
Well, yeah, some people do that. Not me though, in front of other people.
I have some leftover cookie dough in there if you want it. Ooh, that does sound pretty pleasant. Rue
What if you
will set
attached
down
the cookie dough?
So Rue sets down the pan with the cookie dough in it, and he attaches to the pan. It doesn't seem like he attaches to the cookie dough though, since it's not necessarily the most solid. Like, it's solid, but it's not solid in the way that a pan is.
Okay.
Ooh, this is probably the best thing I've had so far.
The good news is that can be made again, and many other things.
Very nice. You know, if I stayed in here, I could eat it forever.
How do you get your sustenance?
Oh, I don't need that. It's an option.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of just an experience situation.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds nice, actually.
Yeah, you notice as Gower is taking in this cookie dough, like, none of it's disappearing. It's still there. It's like whenever he eats doesn't actually go anywhere.
Must be nice.
Lucky. Yeah. The same thought. I think Palm would also just like to check in on Nadine.
Sure. Call up.
Unless we're
Nadine.
gonna see her in like 5 minutes, that would be awkward.
Well, you
I
still
think
got
we're there yet.
the trip to the Shrine of Winter for the prisoners, so.
Okay, so it's not like I'm gonna phone her and then be like, "Hey, I'm outside your door."
Yeah, you call up Nadine. Oh, hello, sunshine. Are you safe?
Oh, hi. Yeah. I'm good. How are you?
We are doing well. The ritual is done, and the stag is here.
What? That's so cool. There's no visual component to the orb, is there?
So yeah, you can see through the orb. And looking through the orb, you would see off in the background is a giant stag.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is good to have performed the ritual and finally brought him back.
I can imagine that feels very good.
Also, the small one is good. Yorick.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, him. I completely forgot we left him there. It's very good that he's good. We have his scepter. We ran into some issues collecting it, but nothing we couldn't handle. Though unfortunately, the world is full of worse people than we like to think. You know, it's always an unpleasant experience realizing that there are crappy people out there doing crappy things. We freed some prisoners. That's cool, though.
I imagine they were taken by the feathers.
Yes, they had their souls removed.
That sounds like those bastards.
We did find a jar of souls. We looted so much money from a safe.
You're just going those bastards. There are 3 of them right here.
Yeah, Crow also found a bunch of shinies. I was just really wondering how you were. That's actually the only reason I really called. I don't really have that much to say.
Oh,
But-
well, thank you for checking in. And honestly, I was thinking of checking in on you as well.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
You seem to have beat me to it.
Hey, great minds and all that.
She smiles. Well,
All right,
be
well,
safe. I imagine you'll be back soon.
I hope so. I really hope so. Stay safe, okay?
I will.
Bye.
She'll wave.
No, you hang up.
Yeah, you end the call with Nadine.
That was nice. She's nice.
And Talos, you said you were going to bury the body, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so do you go anywhere in particular or just kind of on the outskirts of Erlich?
Probably the outskirts of Erlich.
Say, you go out there, you doing anything in particular for burying the body, or you just standard fare?
Well, given the kind of like flavor, the like Greco-Roman flavor, he's gonna build a pyre.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. So yeah, you're able to build a funeral pyre. I imagine it doesn't take you too terribly long, and after a bit, it is within the corpses inside this pyre.
He's gonna take one moment and just like poke it and be like, Alright, if you're alive or conscious somehow, this is probably the time to let me know.
There's no response.
Okay, and he'll set it on fire.
So as you set this pyre alight, it burns, and after a bit rising up along with the smoke, you see what look to be spirits of butterflies flitting off into the northern sky.
Oh crap! Do they have souls?
And after
Truly
a
the
while,
butterflies
Fun
of
and
death and
games now,
rebirth.
eh?
Sorry, Gamma.
no, you're
Such a beautiful scene you were painting.
no, you're fine. And as they flit off, and the last of them depart from beneath the pyre, you can feel kind of the absence of what was left of the butterfly night.
I'm sure they did a lot of good service. You know what? I have not used this in a while. He's gonna bring out what I just decided to term the Sunstone to speak with Sortan.
Sure. Yeah, you pull out the sunstone, and easily enough you're able to ring up Sortan.
Greetings, Talos.
Hi. So I just performed some funerary rites for someone referred to as the Butterfly Knight.
I see.
Just curious, is that like a chosen title, or is that one bestowed for anyone holding a sword?
I can't say I know a lot about it, but as for what that could mean, it's possible that the wielder is the Butterfly Knight.
I'll have to tell Barney about that when they get back. Well, I'm sure maybe their spirit has crossed on beforehand, but, if they did, or if you see them, give them some peace.
I will. I'll get in touch with Ulturi, Lady Death. I'll be sure that they pass on peacefully.
Thank you. And clicks, turns it off, puts it away,
Yeah.
and he'll just head on back.
Yeah, you head on back. Was anyone else up to anything in the meantime?
I'd like to talk to my patron.
Sure. Are you talking to an Exorus?
Yeah, but outside.
Okay. Yeah, you step outside to talk with your patron. Let's see here. There we go.
Varaxes, can you tell me more about Withering?
Quite honestly, I don't know as much as I'd like to about Withering. Just that Withering is a powerful cosmic entity. An astral ogre.
Okay, can I insight that?
Sure.
Oop, that's going to be 11.
You're not entirely sure, but at least based on what you can tell, and based on the recent interactions you've had with your patron, this doesn't seem to necessarily be a lie. It seems like at least what they're aware of, Withering is kind of a mystery to them.
All right. I was thinking maybe making a contract with them will be benefit for us. I couldn't get leveled in, and I'm really scared of losing you.
I suppose more help wouldn't be unwelcome.
Yeah, I think I'm going to talk with them now. Thank you for understanding.
Of course. I hope it goes well.
Thank you. And now Robin is going to summon Withering if they are still close or there.
Yeah, you're able to contact Withering as well.
Hello. You considered my offer?
Yes. What do you want from me? Considering you are the one who look for me, I guess there is something I can do.
It's less that it's something you can do, and more about something that you are.
Go on.
How much do you know about your condition?
Not quite much.
You are aberrant born. Your condition ties you to some of the oldest of eldritch beings.
What?
It's information that might have helped you a lot, but you were chosen by an old eldritch being.
You have to be kidding. I have normal parents.
Yes, you have. Your parents are still your parents. But this entity that chose you is why you have the condition you have. It's been attempting to blossom from you, just why your body's changed in the way it has. It's as though your body's acting as a conduit, but with you simply being a mortal being, it's not able to sustain itself without corrupting in certain ways.
I don't know what to say. It's going to be a lot of process.
The being you were chosen by is out there. And I know where. It lies
Do you know if
deep beneath the ocean in Risvoldus.
do you know if they are a good being or an evil being?
I would say it's... While I wouldn't call it evil, I would say it's certainly more self-serving. It acts in its best interests.
Alright, and then so What can I do for you as a aberrant dwarf?
In curing your condition, so to speak, breaking ties with this eldritch being, it'll also help me. The ocean is tied to the astral sea as well. You've seen the Yawning Dark, right? The place that Palm is able to open up.
No, I haven't.
Your companion is able to open a gateway to the Yawning Dark. A place where the material plane's fears manifest as monsters. That place is a plague on the astral sea. And with the being in the ocean gone, I may finally be able to quell the Yawning Dark and return the astral sea to its purity.
Alright. I'm going to help you to get rid of this eldritch thing if you help me to become stronger.
That I would be glad to do.
Alright. Robin is going to equip the brace and it's going to stretch their hand.
And yeah, with you attuning to the brace and tying Witherin to it, this cold kind of aura washes over you as the brace begins to kind of glow this kind of frigid teal color.
A pact has been formed.
Yes, I guess so.
I'll aid you if you aid me. No further strings attached. Just be aware I have a cold presence.
It's okay. I don't really mind the cold.
And yeah, you are now attuned to the brace, and during a short or long rest, you can switch which subclass benefits you are receiving.
Alright.
Ooh.
And I did send Lesser the details to Witherin subclass, called the Rhyme Sovereign. The Rhyme Sovereign.
Also the name of the Bard subclass.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, is Robin doing anything else?
No, they are going to go in.
Okay. Was anyone else up to anything while Talos was out and while the cooking was going on?
I feel like I'm quizzing the feathers about the biology of being whatever the hell they are.
If you don't mind, Candles, I might join you in. Well, not so much the quizzing, but I'll probably join you with the feathers too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was going to ask him a few things too.
Yeah, so you begin to kind of ask the feathers, and honestly, from what the looks are giving you and the kind of time they're taking to think about it, they don't necessarily know themselves. I wish I knew. I feel empty, hollow.
Do you mean emotionally or
Physically.
literally? Okay. Do you have blood?
No.
Have you ever seen inside yourself after receiving a wound or an injury?
It's just darkness,
Hmm.
like looking at a shadow.
She's probably just going to be going on like that for a bit. If Gunther wants to ask important questions.
Oh, no, you're good. So you've never had any sort of like ambitions or anything outside of Llewellyn, just basically doing what he says, and that's it.
It's all we've known until now. When we could feel the adrenaline of possibly dying, it's as though something woke up in us, in a sense. That's how I'd describe it for myself, at least.
Like just now, or just only when he was threatening your lives?
More so when we thought you all were going to kill us.
Well, I just want to say, and you kind of see Gunther like taking a bow, and he's saying, well, maybe not bow, but kind of taking a knee in front of them, and he says, my apologies for the sternness initially. I didn't realize the circumstances that led to your current going on right now.
Well, in truth, I don't think you could have, and we're just glad that we're able to perhaps do something good.
Same. I do want to offer you this one thing, though. Once you do get to the temple, feel free to contact the Order of Vomit. Specifically, you can contact Lunas. Actually, give me just one quick moment here. Let me make sure I actually got that name right, because I am pretty sure it's Lunas.
I think so.
It's not Lunas. Leonis. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said.
It's like I was like, it sounds close at least.
Yeah. But as for Leonis, he is a kobold paladin. There's no he's not going to ask you like join the order or anything like that, but at the very least, he and others will try to get you all on the right track, and hopefully, while you're all trying to help out here, they'll get you more acclimated here, so you're living more fulfilled lives. I can vouch that he's going to be good for you, on getting you on the right path.
Thank you. Yes, we appreciate all the help and guidance. It's truly like waking up to a world you know nothing about.
Well, since you are waking up to this world here, good news is that there are lots of delights here. You're actually smelling one of them right now.
Yeah, and I'd say also by this point, the cooking, I'd say that both Barney and Rue, you would be finished up with your cooking, and
cool.
Yeah.
And sorry, I'll punt it back to Candles if she has any other questions too. But
oh no, she's just quizzing them about their biology.
Yeah, I think that's all Gunther has.
Yeah. So, yeah, by this point, everyone has come back, and you reconvene to the delightful smells of dinner now being set on the table. You know, Barney, you and Rue really amaze me every time you cook something.
All right, thank you.
I honestly missed cooking for you guys. I missed getting to sleep in my own bed and not being hounded by... Rue looks over at the feathers without saying anything else. Yeah.
Understandable. I think we should dig in then.
And yeah, the prego rolls and the steak, the cookies and everything else you all have at the table is all very nice and filling meal, especially after your trek up and down the mountain through the fortress.
Yeah.
I guess 2 questions I have here is, 1, how does Vincent look more at ease, and 2, how are the feathers enjoying this meal?
Vincent looks a lot more at ease seeing that Rue and Bruce are both safe. And the feathers, yeah, they seem to be enjoying the meal quite a bit. They seem to be a bit slower to start eating. You would assume that it's probably from guilt, but eventually they do dig in as well. And they seem to be enjoying it as well.
Barney, you and Rue did an excellent job here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I hadn't had much other than, sweets while I was in the fortress, actually. It's all I had access to. I had access to my magic, and that was all I could do.
Well, I'm glad you get to enjoy a full meal.
Yeah, your cooking is really good, Barney.
Thanks, likewise.
Thanks. And yeah, you all enjoy a very, very good meal. And once everything is said and done, Hickory thanks both of you for the meal as well. I suppose I should be getting home. I thank you again for everything. Thank you for agreeing to help me and inviting me in for dinner. That is quite kind of you.
Quick question, Hickory.
Yes.
Do you by any chance know of another hobgoblin named Dante?
Dante. I can't say I do.
Apologies for that. He was also on the hunt for, I guess like our villain here, he was also on the hunt for Garzathan, so didn't know if you had any ties to him or not, but carry on.
Yeah, he will kind of nod and wave at you all as he steps out for the evening. I talked with Rue and Bruce. You folks are more than welcome to use the rooms you used last night. The 3 of us are fine sleeping down here.
If you don't mind, I'll sleep down here with you all.
It's very, very kind of you. Thank you again for your hospitality.
Well, thank you for helping me get my friends back. Yeah, like I said, I can't thank you enough for, coming to help us. It's quite the feat to do, and I don't think we could have gotten out of it alone, so thank you. Yeah, we really do appreciate it. I fluffed up my bed, so I hope whoever stays in my room is extra comfy.
Wait, what's inside his bed?
It's less that there's something inside it. It's more that he just kind of made it look a little bit nicer. Made it feel a bit nicer.
It's memory foam.
Basically, it's the equivalent of memory foam.
Had to shake up the hay inside a little.
Yeah,
It remembers everything on it.
Yeah.
it's a magic item.
Memory foam thing.
That would be a really good like magic item.
Everyone left on it.
Yeah, it would be a great magic item, but also kind of cursed.
Oh, not the memory foam. Yeah, between the two couches, they make it work. Gunther, I'd say you're probably sharing a couch with either Bruce or Rue.
And honestly, Gunther's not on board here too. Like he can get like a little like slip bag or something. So it's not that big of a deal.
I imagine that Vincent is fine sharing a couch with Bruce, and Rue will kind of look over to you. You don't have to sleep on the floor if you don't want to. I'm perfectly fine sharing a couch with you if you're comfortable with that.
I'm perfectly fine too, but I'd rather you enjoy your night of freedom here.
I'll have plenty of those. It's no problem. You freed me now. I want you to sleep well too.
Gunther will exit and he'll sleep on the couch with him then.
Yeah, Rue's a bigger fella, so it's not the easiest person to sleep beside, but he'll definitely keep you warm.
It's like sleeping with a squishmallow.
Yeah.
Has North been summoned back?
Has
Not
Barney summoned North back?
not yet. I think Bonnie's just been busy with food, but I think he'll probably take an hour to do so. Yeah.
Excellent. Then Ponto has his bed covered.
Yeah, you concentrate in, and you summon North back, and once North is back, North will walk up to you, Barney, and kind of nuzzle against you and lick your hand.
Aww.
It's good to see you again.
You can see he looks determined to not let something like that happen to him again. But he will curl up by the fire with Ponto. But yeah, is anyone else up to anything before they head to bed?
Barney will go to Talos and he'll just like ask him like, so we're gonna make this pike for Hickory then.
Yeah, I figured I would get to work on it. I'm sure we can intimidate this guy, no problem. But still, I'll admit I'm not feeling great about having to make a fake.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking too. But I think he'll do a fantastic job of it.
Oh, of course. I just, I could make a real one.
There's something else I want to ask you too.
Yeah.
And he takes out butcher block. I don't suppose you can finish this blade for me. I want to gift it back to Mum.
I can, but where's the other half?
The other half of it is lost. So I'm going to leave it up to you to come up with something.
Well, actually, and he kind of hovers a hand over the blade. I've been wondering about this for a while. May I?
Sure.
he's going to touch the blade and use Echoes of History.
Oh boy. So, you do so. Go ahead and make me that history check.
Ooh, that is a 19 on the dice, plus 4 for 23.
Okay. Ben, would you like to describe kind of what Talus sees of this Butcher Block's past?
I have to think about this now. What you see is, I think Guinevere, like you've never seen her before, is there's a lot of veracity. There's a lot of there's a lot of like action and a lot of but also like a lot of I guess she had like to her core a jovial spirit. So as much as she enjoyed fighting in battle, she also just enjoyed spending time with her party and her friends and with Calixtus. At one the you see Calixtus like quite a lot, like how they fight side by side, like back to back, always somehow getting into scrapes, but also finishing what they started. And there's a lot of and there's just like a lot of passion when it comes to like what Guinevere like did as an adventurer. And at some point you see her like alone and the blade discarded and her like for as much as the chaos and stuff that you've seen, the familiar calmness that you've experienced from her when you visited Barney's village, you see that, and you see her holding a baby Barney, and just like you don't really you how do I describe this? It's the love she feels for him like is double the amount of the love she felt for adventuring. But the blade at some point got broken. The tip of the blade is lost in some unimportant battle, and it lies discarded in a chest until she gives it to Barney when on that fateful day when Barney got expelled from the culinary school. That's what you see.
Talus comes out of the vision, and he was just like, I think when he does this, it's like it's like a moment. It doesn't take very long in real life. But like his posture changes, and like, he looks up, and there's like, just like a tear comes out from his eyes.
Oh, are you alright?
Your mom lived an amazing life.
She hasn't told me an awful lot about it.
Those are probably more horror stories to tell than anything I should say, but Oh, yes. I'd be honored to fix this up for her. Do you want me to add anything special to it?
I don't know.
I got a dragon scale I've been meaning to use.
Ooh, I think she'll like that.
I'll get to work on it. I'll do my best.
Thank you.
All right. Does Talos begin work on reforging the blade, or is he starting with the forgery? What's Talos up to?
I think just for like a standard pike, that probably won't take too long. He is definitely gonna consult with Gond, and he's also going to page let's see.
Angris.
Yes, Angris. Because like he doesn't want to just do a reforge. He wants this thing to be like powerful.
Sure. What do you say to Angris? You're able to get in contact with them.
Hello, Talos.
Hi. Long time.
Yes, I hope you've been well.
I have managed to incorporate some like power into into some armor, transfer enchantments. I'm learning a lot. And he points over to Gond. I have the fragment of Gond.
If there were anyone I'd met that I'd trust that fragment with, you'd certainly be one of them.
Reason I'm calling is any old show butcher block. This belongs to someone dear to me who received it from their mother, who is an amazing inventor. I mean, I can like try to reforge it, but I want to make it special. I have a dragon scale that I think could incorporate into it, and I have, let's see here. Flipping through my mint. I have some Astral Chimera Blood. I have some Caldera Claws and Teeth.
I assume you'd like some guidance on which to maybe use for it.
Yes. I want this to be special.
Perhaps using the dragon scale and as some kind of hilt enhancement could work. As for the Caldera Claw, that can be used to extract some of the heat, and perhaps be used as an enchantment. If you wanted to make use of the Chimera Blood, likely give it a appealing glow.
I like those ideas. And he's going to activate Angris's Instant Forge. Alright, time to get to work.
Best of luck with you, and happy forging. And if you do have any updates on things regarding the Fragment of Gond, do let me know. I'd be interested in hearing about it.
speaking on that, I suppose now would actually probably be a good time. I've been considering some options, and of the people I can think of who would, maybe the fragment who Gond here would do well with, I thought my master, but they are very antisocial. And so I don't think praying would be great. The other is someone who has aided many in their journeys to become forgers and artisans, and who stepped up when a time of crisis occurred. What would you say if I offered you the fragment?
You'd offer it to me?
This is voluntary, so only if it's something you would accept.
It is certainly something I would accept. I would gladly take on that fragment. And if you believe I'm a worthy contender, I would happily accept it.
You look over at Gond. What do you think?
Gond seems to be thinking on it for about a moment before he kind of looks to you and blinks.
I certainly see a worthy contender.
Well, if we're in agreement, then yes. I'll offer Gond to you when we come by next time.
Very well, I'll be looking forward to it. And when you next come by, I may have a few things for you as well.
Ooh. Look forward to it then.
Very well. Travel safe, and I look forward to seeing what you make.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll end the call.
Alright, and Talus will get to forging.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and make me an ability check with your highest ability score, and you have advantage since you are proficient with your smithing tools.
That'll be with my strength stat, or...
Yep, go for it.
It's strength or athletics?
I'd say probably. Well, I don't see why it couldn't be athletics.
Alright.
Go for it. Athletics.
Okay, so we'll start with the spear first, because I imagine that would probably take the least amount of time.
Wait, what's up?
We'll start with the spear first, since I imagine that would take the least amount of time.
Yeah, you're able to get that done and out of the way.
Okay, so that is, for the spear, that's going to be a 17.
Yeah, so with a 17, you spend the time studying the reference left behind by Hickory of the pike, and you're able to piece together a very, very accurate replica of it. Even not having seen it yourself physically, between the illusion he showed you and the references you're able to make one that looks very convincing. It has kind of almost a magical sheen to it. It looks very convincing.
Excellent. And then he'll work on Butcher Block.
All right, go ahead and make me another check.
Alright. Okay, that is a 23.
Okay, and yeah, with a 23, taking into consideration the visions you saw through your echoes of history and the advice that Andres gave to you, you're able to take Butcher Block and elevate it, making it this wondrous looking weapon. Is there anything in particular you do design wise with it?
He imbues the scale into the hilt, which I imagine like I'm blanking on like the references for the pictures of like Butcher Block itself. I always imagine like the hilt to be like covered in like cloth or leather or something. But now it has like this like leathery like scale like portions that has almost like a I don't know what the color is called. You know when copper kind of erodes and it has a greenish tint?
Yeah, it's kind of a tealish color.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it oxidizes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the hilt, the scale like hilt has that kind of like sheen to it that like ripples when it moves. He's going to. I'm assuming he has 10 claws. So I imagine maybe like sacrifice 5.
Sure.
And 10 teeth to kind of accent it.
All right.
And 1 vial of astral chimera blood.
Yeah, are you doing anything visually with those? Or just kind of applying the sheen and enchantment as was described?
So he's applying the sheen and enchantment. The claws, I think, is the primary building block for to reforge like the top half. Like melding it with the iron that he has available. The teeth, he incorporates along the guard.
Ooh.
So there's just these kind of like jagged points that also have those lines of like that like kind of greenish, that teal flame through them.
Ooh, very nice.
And then he applies the chimera blood, and he knows like he knows Nolish now, so he's going to design it so way like in so that in like Samurai Jack the Scotsman's sword, and how it has the Celtic runes on, like that appear on the blade. It's gonna have Nolish runes along the blade that spell out Butcher Block.
Ooh.
And has this like the whole thing has this kind of like greenish, like faint flame around it.
Yeah, you have created a masterwork to be sure.
And I imagine this takes long enough. I would like to willingly impose a level of exhaustion.
Okay. Yeah, you work away at this for a while, putting in as much passion as you can to make this the best it can be. And a couple of exhausting hours later, you have a wonderfully made butcher block.
He just wraps it up, just trudges into the house. Because I imagine forging is loud, so he probably did it somewhere.
Yeah.
Another one. Just
Probably
like,
used your pocket forge.
like, goes up to the room. I don't know if like he and Barney were sharing a room again.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
He doesn't even make it to the bed. He just collapses onto the floor.
I'd say, is Barney asleep at this point?
I don't know. Like, I mean, if he's gonna be going at it for like hours, I think he probably would be.
Make me a perception check at disadvantage.
Right. Let's see. Man, pity on that disadvantage because I rolled a nat 20.
Darn.
But it's still it's a 21.
Oh wow, that's still really good.
Yeah, it's a 17 plus 4.
Yeah, so you're sleeping very peacefully, in the nice bed that Rue prepared for whoever stayed in the room, and you awaken to a bit of a thump, and you see Talos on the floor.
He's gonna go over and just he's gonna pick him up and put him in the bed. I'm assuming he'll be just like completely like limp and from exhaustion.
Yep. It's like lifting a tired cat off the couch or something.
Oh. Yeah, you get Talos somewhere comfy where he's not gonna hurt his back. Yeah. Unless anyone has anything else before bed, you all gain the benefits of long rest.
Nice.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna keep that level of exhaustion if that's okay.
Sure. The next morning, you all awaken to the scent of a very sweet and cinnamony smell. And once you all convene downstairs, you can see that Rue has made cinnamon rolls and bacon for breakfast.
Nice.
Good morning, everyone. I went ahead and got up and made breakfast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Looks good.
As you all are kind of gathering yourselves, Vincent will kind of look over at you, Talos. Are you all right?
Like his mane is just like pointing in different directions. He's got bags under his eyes. Fine.
I noticed you came in pretty late.
He's gonna produce the bundle and hand it to Barney. Here.
Oh, you made it last night.
Uh-huh.
You really didn't have to, but thank you.
Of course I did.
And Barney's gonna unwrap it to see what it looks like.
Yeah, so unwrapping it, it is this fantastically made butcher block. You can see the scales with the oxidized kind of teal. You can see the teeth on the guard and all the other lovely embellishments. It looks like a masterpiece.
You really pulled out all the stops on this one. It's perfect.
Ugh, another Talos original. In the books as he just face plants onto the table. I'm fine.
Might be a good idea to let him rest a bit.
Yeah.
And kind of as you guys are getting resituated and recentered, having breakfast, Bruce steps inside. Oh, good morning, everyone. Did you all sleep all right?
Perfectly fine, yeah.
Can't complain, I guess.
So I was talking with Rue and Vincent, and I was wondering if you want someone to take you to the Shrine of Winter, or if you think you'll be alright on your own. I'll leave it up to you.
I mean, we do have to, I think it's best to help escort these folks and the feathers there, so it'll be fine. I mean, I'd be fine with it. How long would it take?
Well, if we move quick enough, we should be able to get there in a couple of hours. Not long at all.
I think that would be a good idea. Get that done, and then I guess come back here and wait for Hickory, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I think it might be a good idea for two of us to stay behind, so in case that fella comes looking for Hickory, or otherwise, there are people here that can help us just with that situation. So, whichever one of the three of us you want to tag along, we're fine either way.
Good thinking.
I could say we can take Bruce with us, and then we already got them on the orb, right?
Yeah, you've got Vincent on the orb. Rue
Okay.
will also touch the orb, so you get him as well. Right. I can guide you all there.
I say let's go on and do this so we can get back here and get things ready.
Yeah, if you all are ready, you can head out as soon as possible.
You're okay with that, Talos?
Maybe
Yeah.
Talos should stay here.
I'm fine.
Yeah, maybe you should rest up a bit.
I'm good. It's not like we've not gone without sleep for a night.
Well, if you're sure, again, we shouldn't take too long. You should be able to get things done quickly and get back. So if you think you can make the journey with us, I don't see why not. Shouldn't be too dangerous.
I'll be fine.
Well, I'm ready when all of you are.
Good. I'm ready to go.
I think we should just make a little room around the door, because when I unsummon this, I think they're all just gonna land in a pile.
Yeah, you're able to clear a room out for all the ex-prisoners.
How do they fall out? Do they kind of just...
They do a little tumble.
Is it like spawning a bunch of cabbages in Skyrim?
My cabbages.
Is it like the dwarves and the Hobbit that just like collapse through the open door?
It's just a series of.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ragdolling everywhere.
They just all land in the Family Guy death pose.
One's clipping through the wall.
Yeah, they're all just kind of pattering
exactly
against the floor. Yeah, Gmod Fisk sound. Exactly. Yeah, they seem unharmed despite it.
Good.
Well, seems they're good to go. Off we go.
Right, let's go.
Hmm.
And maybe someone walk alongside Telos, make sure, he's good.
No, I've got him.
And just to be on the
Yes,
safe
you
side.
do.
Just be on the safe side. Ponto, come on. Don't need you messing with him.
Aw. Fine. I'm just gonna climb up on Gunther.
Yeah. You climb up to your usual hot seat. Where you can see out over the world. No longer constrained by your height.
Show you the world.
Just the How to Train Your Dragon song playing in the background.
But yeah, Bruce will begin to lead you all out, and as you guys kind of step outside, you can see that there is a bit heavier of a snowstorm going on out. Oh, it's quite a bit colder today, it would seem.
Yeah, I'm alright with that.
By the way, where are you from, Barney?
Oh, just a small village just to the southeast of Cold.
Oh, so you're probably used to the frigid weather.
Yeah, was practically raised. Well, not raised in the snow. That'd be weird, but yeah.
He was resurrected from the snow.
I was born of the snow, molded by it.
Shaped by it, fat man.
No, I'm just seeing Barney cosplaying as Bane and it works.
He literally has the same origin as Frosty the Snowman, just with butcher block instead of a top hat.
Well, at least we don't have to go up that accursed mountain again. We're heading more toward the northwest. It won't take us too long. But let's head on.
Alright, either way.
Yeah. Bruce will begin leading the way. You all begin to follow, stepping out of town, leaving Erlich behind you temporarily. This trail of prisoners behind you, all just kind of following, a bit clumsily, but following.
It's the most depressing conga line ever.
This is just like anyone passing by. This is just a bad look.
Yeah, people passing by give you the most concerned looks, but they don't say anything. No one tries to stop you. And as you all continue on for a while, someone roll me a d20.
I'm on it. 14.
14. So you walk for a bit, and you can see that it's getting a bit harder to see through the snow as the winds are whipping up. More and more of it. Visibility gets a bit lower. But as you're kind of walking about, there is one thing you can see through the snow. Kind of up ahead on the right side of the pathway you all are taking, you can see the faint warmth of a light. like perhaps a fire. It's distant, but very stark against the kind of white and blue around you. Oh, I think I know where we are. Well, rather, I think I know what that is.
Are they friendly?
I've only heard stories, so I don't quite know.
What
Can
kind
I
of
eat 'em?
stories?
Mostly tales. I don't quite believe. You know, a lot of like children's tales of folks wandering out into the frosty woods, into some kind of cabin, and never leaving.
Okay, concerning.
Concerned.
Don't be concerned. Come inside.
Oh.
There is plenty of room around the hearth.
Was that supposed to be inviting?
I believe so. Don't you want to warm yourself of the cold?
Oh,
Um,
that weird voice says something about being warm.
I'm perfectly fine, thanks.
Same.
What else is telling you, Panto?
Oh, thank you.
Say what?
What else is telling you, Panto?
Oh, sorry. I think that was for you, Ponto.
That was all. Just that they want me to go somewhere warm.
I think that I'm not entirely sure, convinced that this seems like a trap.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's best that we just keep moving on.
Oh, hear me out.
Disappointing.
What if I did follow the sounds?
We're not going after you if you follow it.
I got this.
If you get hurt, we're not going to help you.
Ponto's gonna crawl off of Gunther.
Okay.
You follow.
Sure
the
you want to
sound.
do this?
Damn right I do.
Okay.
So, Ponto, are you are you going towards the fire you can see?
He's gonna turn invisible first.
Okay.
Because he's more interested in what these things are and less warmth.
So yeah, you turn invisible, and is that the direction you're heading once you are invisible?
Yeah.
So
And I
you
try to keep an eye on him with his footprints.
sure.
Also, could I use I can't share sight on him?
Yeah.
Since he was the last person I touched.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright.
Yeah, so kind of keeping an eye on Ponto. Ponto went to make his way towards this fire. And Ponto, as you get closer and closer, you can see better in front of you. And you can see that there is, in fact, a cabin. It's kind of a spiral staircase that leads up to the entrance of it. You can see the warmth of firelight coming from inside. standing on the porch, you can see a kind of short robed figure. She has her hands in her sleeves and seems to be keeping herself warm.
Hello. Do you wish to come inside?
Ponto's gonna kind of look through the window, kind of looking around on the inside.
Looking inside, you can see that there appears to be a little living room just inside. Around the fire, kind of boiling over it is a cauldron. And you can see she has various ingredients laid out on a side table. Several cups set out beside it. And also something of note, it appears that she can see you.
Quick question. So, since I guess Ponto can see her, through sheer sight, do I know who this person is, or have I recognized him before?
I'll take history or religion, I guess. Yeah, history or religion.
Sure. That is going to be a dirty 20.
So with the dirty 20, this is kind of lining up with a similar old tale that you would have maybe heard in Privia that entails those going to the north being lost in the cold and finding warmth with the Hearth Mother.
Oh. I'm assuming that Hearth Mother is a force of good, or...
From the stories
Bad?
you've been told, seems to be more of a benevolent force.
I will communicate that to the rest of the group and just say it seems that she's benevolent. It is up to us if we want to take advantage of it right now or if we would rather keep going.
Well, I'm more concerned of the story that Bruce has told us of people never returning.
Well,
let's see how that executes. Ponto's gonna go inside.
Okay, so yeah, you step up, and she stands aside and lets you in.
Are you hungry?
I mean, I could eat. I was more so looking to see if you were edible.
Oh dear, you don't want to eat me.
No, I guess I don't.
Yeah, for you.
I love how Ponto's like first reaction is like, "Hey, is this person edible?"
Are you delicious? Yes or no?
And she'll kind of reach a ladle into the cauldron and pour in a little bowl, what looks to be some kind of soup for you, and set it down in front of you.
Ooh. What is this?
It's a soup. It'll warm you up.
Well, I can see that. I mean, what's in the soup?
It's made with the meat broth and fresh vegetables. It's very tasty. I like to believe.
Does it look like regular soup?
Yeah, looking at it, it looks like a normal soup. Looks pretty good.
Fuck it, doing it live. He's gotta take big ol' sips.
As she said, it does in fact warm you up. You feel instantly very warm. And It is a very hearty and kind of creamy soup that you drink up. It is, as she said, it's pretty good. The vegetables are nice and tender and kind of melt in your mouth, and the meat broth is very tasty as well. You gain 10 temporary hit points, and you are, for the next 8 hours, resistant to cold damage.
Nice.
Ponto wild shapes into his astral dragon wyrmling, and he's like pasta noodled out on the chair.
I guess Gunther sees this, and I'll say that he lets go of concentration. He says, "Yeah, I think we're good. I think we can go in there if we want to rest up while we keep on."
Is he okay? Did he die?
No, he just ate. He just ate some more.
It's like a it's like an empty well, that guy.
I know. Kind of reminds me of my
Well-
younger years, but what were you about to say, Barney?
No, Barney just doesn't say, well, alright, I guess let's go get our little friend.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're able to follow him easily enough, following his footprints and the guidance of the firelight. You eventually make your way up to this cabin as well.
I guess Candles will probably rejoin them once they get closer.
Yeah.
Oh, nice of you to join us. Would you like to come in as well?
Sure, ma'am. Thank you for allowing us to come in.
Of course. Make yourselves at home.
I also kind of forgot. I guess can I use Divine Sense just to see if she's like a celestial being, or I highly doubt anything else. But
Sure. Using your divine sense, you don't pick up on a celestial presence,
okay,
nor a
Not
fiendish or
undead.
undead one.
okay, just want to make sure. But okay, cool.
Yeah, she'll invite you all in, and the same as with Ponto, she'll look to all of you.
Are you hungry? I can keep you warm.
I guess I could take a little bit of a snack here.
Sure.
And yeah, she'll get each of you some soup.
I've been trudging through snow in sandals.
This will warm you right up.
Well,
So-
I'll partake in it.
Yep.
It's actually kind of a little too warm in here for me, but I'll survive.
And yeah, the soup is very good. You guys also get the 10 temporary hit points and the 8 hours of cold
Nice.
resistance.
Hey.
And as you all kind of getting comfortable, she looks towards Candles.
Are you an alchemist?
Yes. Why do you ask?
She has a very kind smile.
I may have something that could help you.
How so?
You see, this cauldron is one of a couple that I have. I don't use the special one anymore. Perhaps you could make use of it. I think it'd better fit in the hands of a traveler.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you. Would hope to put it to good use.
She steps away for a moment and comes back. And she hands you what looks at first to be a piece of string. And she'll tie it around one of your fingers.
Well, you have that. You can call upon the cauldron if you need it.
I see. Thank you for your kindness.
Of course. I hope you put it to good use.
And Dust Candles call forth the cauldron.
I think she'll give it, and I think she'll try to call it forth.
So I will get you the item description for this. And luckily,
Also,
I
the
don't
black-
have to type it out now because I actually had it prepared.
Nice.
Look,
Also, the Black Cauldron, an underrated gem.
yeah. Look,
So true.
I'm fully on board with Candle summoning the armies of the undead.
So this is the Cauldron of the Hearth Mother. It requires attunement by an apothecary. It's a cast iron cauldron enchanted with sylvan magic and embellished with flame filigree, depicting the Mother of the Hearth. You can summon it by doing a 1-minute ritual. And this cauldron can be used when you combine 50 gold pieces and the parts of a creature. You can make special potions or special concoctions with it depending on the creature you use the parts from. And once you do that, they become alchemic concoction formulas, you know.
Ooh.
Can you hit someone with the cauldron?
You could. It'd work as an improvised weapon. Yeah, you've got the means to use a lot of those monster parts you have.
Yes.
And you have the gold to do it too, because you guys got a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you all off to, by the way?
Well,
Yeah, you go first.
We were heading to the Shrine of Winter.
Give Lothard my regards. I've not spoken with them in quite some time.
Right, I can do that. Folks have told a lot of tales about you, actually, ma'am. Tales about entering here and not returning.
Oh, that's quite troubling. Well, just know you are welcome to leave whenever you'd like. Perhaps they were tales of my sisters. My sisters do not claim me. Their hearts are a lot colder than I.
So I'm assuming that's where the tales are coming from.
Perhaps. If you do run into my sisters, I would advise steering clear of them. They are not kindly or inviting.
Will the possibility of running into them be here and quite high?
It is quite possible. They tend to show up just about anywhere It's cold.
Do they ever show up on the surface?
Yes, in the colder regions, certainly.
Do they have a habit of freezing people into statues?
That they do.
He just eyes
And-
Barney.
Yeah, we might have had a brief encounter with them, but we won't be crossing paths with them soon.
I certainly hope not. Do be careful.
We'll do our best.
As you all enjoy the warmth of the fire and the taste of the soup, I think that's where we will call today's session. This next leg of the journey is gonna take a while.
Yay!
Oh man.
Cool.
Or York's missing all the fun.
He sure is.
Like, we're gonna get back and he's gonna be like taller than all of us and like super buff and has like lightning coming out of his eyes.
Then for some reason he has a beard and mustache.
His voice is still the same though.
He's 8 feet tall. Hi.
Yeah.
Well, hold on now, we can't have him too big. No, I'm just kidding.
No, 9 feet.
Yeah, he's huge. His head didn't get any bigger though, just the rest of his body. But chat, thank you for joining us. I hope you all enjoyed. And now we'll be back on our normal schedule. So our next session will be on the 7th, if that works for everyone.
Heck yeah.
Should be good.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Cool. Chat, enjoy the rest of your Saturday and take it easy.
All
See
right.
you later.
Bye
So
bye.
long.
Later, gamers.